Hi, my name is Darryl Thompson, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the guitar parts for the song So Will I by Hillsong United. But before we start, I've got a couple of announcements. Stay tuned right to the end of this video. I'm going to be providing you with a link to a video that I created, which is a cover of So Will I, which has all the million guitars in it. Then, if you really like the kind of stuff that I'm releasing, subscribe so that you are notified when I release some more. And then lastly, I have, for your convenience, added chapters in the description below, which will take you to the place in the video that you want to be to help people learn this song. So here we go. All right, we're looking at verse 1, and the parts for guitar 1 in verse 1 and verse 2 are the same. So we're going to look at this once. What we have, I'll play it through quickly, is we're using our A string, our B string, and finger picking with the capo on the 2nd fret. Here we go. Okay, so that is your first finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Your pinky, or you can use your 3rd finger, whatever's comfortable, is on the B string on the 7th fret. And you're using your hand to pick the A and the B string only, like that. Then you move up to the 9th fret and the 10th fret, 9th on the A string and the 10th on the B string. Move down to the 7th fret and the 9th fret on the A and B string, and repeats. And that happens a few times. Now, because your first finger tends to drag on the A string, producing some string noise, you want to try and pick up that finger while you move between those shapes. So move really quick. I made some noise there. Okay, no noise, good. No noise, good. And try that a few times. Then I think it's about the 4th or the 5th time it moves from that just before you go to the chorus. So that's on the 4th fret on the A string and the 5th fret on the B string. Goes up here to the 7 and 9, and then we start the chorus. So here's the chorus. I'm just going to play through it quickly so that you have something to refer to once you've got all the notes down. Right, so there you have your first finger on the 5th fret of the E string, and your 3rd finger is on the 6th fret of the G string, and you've got that same finger picking pattern that you have before. Then you're going to go to an open E string. There we go. Keep your 3rd finger in the same place, and then you move your first finger to the 4th fret of the G string, and then you go to picking the D and the G string together. What I do is I prepare my 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and I move my first finger to the 4th fret. So it's like this. See, I'm planting my 3rd finger, then move up to the 5th and the 7th. Keep going up to the 9th and the 10th, back to the 5th and the 7th. Now I plant my 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the G string, getting ready to go back to this. Okay, so I'll do it for you one more time. Plant your 3rd finger, and you repeat the chorus again. Then you have an interlude just before the bridge, straight after the 2nd chorus, and that goes like this. Okay, so that is your first finger on the 5th fret of the E string. All the other strings are open. You're playing the E, G, and B. Here's the pattern. E, G, E, B, G. And then like a passing chord going down to the open E string. So it works like this. use my left thumb to mute the low E string and go to the 4th fret on the G string and pick the D, G, and B strings in the same pattern as we had earlier. D, G, D, B, G. You're now going to go to your first finger on the 4th fret of the A string and leave the rest open. So again like this. Then you have the section of the song that goes from the end of the second chorus to the very end of the bridge. Here we go. So what I'm playing there is my second finger on the 5th fret, and I am alternating between the A string, G and B like you did with the other pattern. Then you've got the open E string. Then you go to the 4th fret of the G string, and you play that again. And that goes all the way through again and again until you get to the end of the bridge. It goes right down, and there's the acoustic guitar part. Okay, now we're looking at the very last section. It's broken up into 2 parts for guitar 1 that comes basically as chorus 3. So here we go. So I made one mistake. I'll show you what the correct thing is. So here we have the same finger picking pattern that we've been using so far. We have our 5th fret on the high E string. Do this 3 times. Open E string. Then we take our 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D string and 3 times. Slide up to the 11th fret. Put your pinky on the 12th fret of the A string and your first finger on the 9th fret of the G string. Then your 2nd and 3rd fingers will go on the 12th fret of the A and D strings, and your first finger will go on the 11th fret of the G string. Play it twice. Then bar your first finger over the 11th fret of the D and G string, holding your 2nd finger on the 12th fret of the A string. Go back to the previous chord, and then back to G. Now once you get back to G, you're now going to play kind of like double time. Same thing 3 times. Now what's different this time is you slide up to the 7th fret of the G string, the D string, and you put your 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the G string, your first finger on the 5th fret of the B string. Okay? Then you bar your first finger across the D, G, and B string on the 7th fret. Then your 2nd finger is on the 7th fret of the D string, first finger is on the 6th fret of the G string, and your 3rd finger is on the 7th fret of the B string. Back to this. Here we are with guitar 2. Now guitar 2 has got the same sound settings as guitar 1. What I'm doing now is I'm starting only in chorus 1 with my pickup is on the neck pickup, and so I've got my volume on, I'm ready to go, and this is the chorus part. And that gets repeated one more time. So what's happening is your first finger is on the 9th fret of the high E string, and you're hitting that twice, and then hammering onto the 10th fret, and then pulling off again, and then sliding down to the 7th fret. And then 2 hits on the 7th fret. Here we go, slowly again. Again. Then the next time is here on the 7th fret. So then that hammer on pull off and then slide back to the 7. So and then back to this first part. Okay, that's for both chorus 1 and chorus 2. Right, now the guitar 2 part for the bridge. It's a little bit like the chorus part, but let me show you. Okay, so that is your first finger on the ninth fret of the high E string, and then like we had with the first one, but you're only hitting this high E string once. Hammer on, pull off, and then slide down to 7. Then your 4th finger or your 3rd finger, depending on what you can reach there, is on the 10th fret of the B string, and then your 3rd finger will be on the 9th fret of the E string. First finger goes down to the 7th fret. Let me play it again. Then the second time is like this. So that's your pinky on the 10th fret of the B string and your first finger on the 7th fret of the E string. One more time. Then we move on to guitar 2 in the last chorus, which goes a bit like this. There are several guitar parts, but I'm going to show you one of them. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first half. You're playing the chords A, F sharp minor, E, A over C sharp, D, back to F sharp minor, back to D, and then A again. But you're playing them in power chord form. So here we go. You open A string and the 2nd fret of the D string to F sharp minor, which is the second fret of the E string, pinky on the 4th fret, then to an E string, open E and the 2nd fret of the A string. Then to an A over C sharp, which is your 4th finger on the 4th fret of the A string. You can put your 3rd finger there if you want to, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Then go to an open D, which is your D string and your G string together, back to the F sharp, back to the D, back to the A. Then we have the next half, which is this. And you don't resolve back to the A. So that starts with your first finger barring the A and the D string on the 7th fret and just downstroke. And 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string, first finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Move that up 2 frets. There's your 3rd finger on the 12th fret and your 2nd finger on the 11th fret of the D string. Then down to the 4th fret of the D string and the 5th fret of the A string. And as promised, here is the link to my cover of the song with all the guitar parts that you'll ever want to play.